Daesh has an invisible presence in Afghanistan. They secretly live in Kabul and other big cities of the country.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم.
زموږ دپاره نظام جوړول به اسلامي اصولو باندې وي. پاکستان طالبان یا پاکستان کې مختلف تنظیمونه چې دي او د پاکستان خلک دي، د پاکستان باشندگان دي.
I believe that no countries are interfering in the negotiations. We will not allow any country, including Pakistan, to interfere. But during the negotiation, any country can help the people of Afghanistan. There are our neighboring countries, including Pakistan, that helped us. Qatar is helping us in hosting and facilitating the peace talks, and they all have important roles. Our efforts for the coming days are to end the ongoing war, inshallah. We do not recognize the government in Kabul as an official government, although they are on the opposite side of us and involved in a war with us. We do not officially recognize them as a government. The distrust level is very high because 20 years of war can bring distrust. We hope that the American occupation ends and the Afghan people become able to reach an agreement. Our negotiation is in progress. We hope it results in an administration that is acceptable for the Afghan people. All Afghan people will have share in coming administration, and it should be pure Islamic-based administration. Daesh has no visible existence in Afghanistan. They are secretly living in Kabul and other big cities of the country. It's because the Kabul administration has provided safe havens to Daesh. You might remember we fought with Daesh last year in Kunar and Nangarhar provinces. We cleared all areas of Daesh. But Daesh fled to Kabul and now they are living in intelligence houses there. Very low numbers of Daesh members remain. Pakistani Taliban and parties based in Pakistan are citizens of Pakistan. We hope conflict can be resolved from negotiations and not violence. Withdrawal is a necessary matter in Afghanistan because Afghan people cannot tolerate the existence of foreign troops in their country. We gave them a deadline and provided an opportunity to leave Afghanistan safely. Our message for them is that no threat will be posed from Afghanistan to them, as we promised them in the agreement in Doha. Afghan people fought for 20 years against the US in order to achieve independence and establish an Islamic-based government here. All Afghan people are Muslim and they want an Islamic government. As I said, an Islamic-based government will be established so we can run our government matters based on the Islamic path. As you know, voting can be casted in a corrupted way in any part of the world. Very recently, we witnessed the US election full of fraud, and Trump also said that the US election had more fraud than in Afghanistan. There are many other countries that under the name of elections have deceived and made them vote. We do not want a government that is established a result of deceiving people. We want an Islamic-based administration. We want to establish a government that is a result of a decision of Shura supervised by ulama and wise men. Exactly. An ulama shura will be established from representatives of the people, and the people who are elected to the ulama shura will be elected in a proper way. I cannot say for sure that for this purpose there would be an election or not, but there will be a proper procedure. No, we will not have relations with Israel. As you know, Israel is an occupier and has violated Palestinian rights and occupied Islamic land. We recognize them as occupier and an oppressor and will never maintain a relationship with them or surrender to them. Of course, modernization is very important, but it should be relevant to technical sectors, improving living standards and improving economic conditions. The matters which are relevant to Islamic values, we would not refer them to modernization because Islam is a complete religion and there is no need for modernization. It has its own principles and these principles are ancient. We will obey them seriously along with the Afghan traditions. Only in fields of education and economics would we take the same steps as a modern world and reach the same level.
نو اوس ډېر میاشتې تېرې شوې دي، لږ پاتې راتلونکي مې میاشت په اخر کې به
This coming May is the deadline for them. They agreed to a 14-month deadline to leave Afghanistan. So now many months have passed. At the end of May, they will withdraw all soldiers from Afghanistan. The negotiations will give us a positive result, unity to come among Afghan people, and the US troops to withdraw. These are the things that we wish for. So now it depends on the opposite side whether they accept these or not. If they do not agree with us, the war will continue. Generally, I can say that 70% of territory is under our control, and Kabul's administration has influence of 30% or less.
کابل
The Americans are in a few camps that are located in Kabul. One camp of Americans is in Kandahar. Most of their other troops have come to Bagram Air Base. So their influence is low and ours is strong. We have control on most areas such as districts, villages, highways and other rural areas.
سرکونو باندې زموږ کنټرول دی.
We have relations with many countries of the world. For example, we have relations with Russia. We have had trips there and talked with them. We had trips to China. In the same way, we want good relations with European countries. Relations with Islamic countries is a priority for us, such as Pakistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and others. These are very important for us. As we can see, the negotiations team which came from Kabul to Doha are made up of all sides and parties. Each party has a representative there. Because our first condition for the negotiation team was that all sides should be included. We will try to include any party based in Afghanistan in future peace talks too.
آینده کې به کوشش کوو چې ټول موجود وي، هیڅوک هم د باندې پاتې نشي.